clap. Wait a minute.
You've
Not
not.
started yet. Boom. We're jumping on the bandwagon. Today we're back, number 4.
With another video.
KSI Logan Paul. We've not got Ricardo with us, he's at Leeds, off his nuts, you know what I mean? He's trying to recover. But yeah, KSI Logan Paul. It was great for the YouTube society, wasn't it? You know what I mean? It was class. First of all, we're going to go straight in. Press conferences. What are you saying? What did you think of it?
The LA one was... It was just... I'm guessing that was Logan's. Logan's took it. But KSI, he was mature. He said something about
You know KSI, like recently, he's changed my opinion of him. I used to think he was dead
the
childish.
fight, he was a dick.
He was a gimp.
Dick.
I used to think he was dead childish, and just like everything that he did was for the camera. But now, you know, like he's calm and collective.
He's mature.
His opinion, like my opinion of him has changed a lot.
Definitely.
Recently, but yeah, I think you know the LA one, obviously. I'd say the Paul brothers won it.
Yeah, I agree.
They won it realistically because they had the fans behind them.
Then again, you can say that, but the fact that Logan went for KSI's bandana, I kind of think that made him lose.
It was a similar incident to the Joe Wells fight, you know, when they pushed each other.
It's like they always have to like get physical with KSI, and I just think you don't want to do that.
You've got to say the Pauls won it though, just simply off their fans were there to help them.
But I would say it's like a 60-40, like they won it.
Yeah, but not by a majority. Whilst linking to the London one now, you've got to say, mate, KSI.
They fucking destroyed.
You know what, Jake Paul, like, I have respect for him.
I have respect for him. I
was saying before the fight, I was saying I like Jake Paul, mate. Like, I don't like him because I find him cringy as well, but I prefer him to Logan.
Yeah.
I don't mind the geezer. I think he's an alright. Like,
I don't like him.
And he's doing it very well. He's doing it very well with all of his promoting side of it, you know what I mean? Yeah. He's using YouTube as a platform, great.
The thing
That's
is,
how I want to
he
use it eventually.
like throughout the press conference, the London press conference, he obviously knew that was like they were going to lose because it's London, it's Britain, it's their hometown.
Our fans are a different breed.
Exactly, they couldn't handle
like because obviously
myself. I feel Jake did. He did.
Yeah, he was mature. He did handle it very well.
He was funny.
It's
he
like
did a couple.
It's like Logan's the older brother, but you'd have thought Jake was the way they are. You know what I mean? And he did handle it very well because British crowds are so like robust and just they don't stop. They don't stop.
Ruthless.
Like American fans, not even to take the mick, you know, like out of them, but they're a bit calmer. Whilst us, we've got no boundaries. Me, you know, like myself, I've been to boxing fights. Like, you know, and you know, I had Collar and Joshua in Manchester, and I know how clammy the arena is, and how like scared the opposing fighters must be. Yeah. You know, to our
especially
fighters.
Like, imagine coming out and like the British crowd saying "suck your mum."
Yeah.
Most British thing.
I know, and Jake handled it, didn't he?
He handled
it well. Whilst Logan,
he flapped.
I hate him.
Flapped it.
I don't care. I hate him.
I hate him.
But you know what I hate about him? I hate his haircut. Like, just looking at him, I just think, what a nugget.
That's where KSI won. That's what, like, from the minute KSI walked on that London stage with that wig on, he just won.
Yeah, he
just won.
He just beat him.
And the fact...
Our fans, mate. Like,
welcome to London, motherfucker.
No.
That was perfect.
No, I know.
It was perfect.
But why? How can you walk out like that? How can you just get up and walk out? That just basically says, I can't be.
That's the thing, like we were saying, LA, it was about 60-40. If he kept calm like KSI did in the LA press conference and like he just took all this shit, gone with it, then fair to him. Yeah. But he just walked off, and that's just the mentality of
KSI went over to LA and stayed on and calmed it, and like you said, it was probably 60-40 in KSI was unlucky not to come out on top, whilst Logan Paul, mate, I swear to God, he didn't even get 10% of it. You could see he just, and he was saying in the face-to-face, I'll come back to that, but he just feels uncomfortable, doesn't he? You know, in high stress situations, he cannot handle it, can he? You know, where there's a lot of people under, like, realistically, should be able to handle it.
The thing is, as well, he had no comeback about it.
Get out the kitchen.
He had no comeback about it. Like, he tried to make that video saying why, and like gave 1,000 views of why he could have walked out. Yeah. But in the reality of it is, KSI just destroyed him, and KSI said that.
Even though the American fans may back him up, because they will do, because it's his fight, you know what I mean? It's like we back up everything for City even if we lose, but there's no like points for him.
There's no way
There's
you
nothing
can come
that
back
he
from
can
walking
say.
out.
I know.
No way you can come back.
He
from walking out.
morally lost that. Like, with doing that, he lost already.
Yeah.
Like, even if he'd have won the fight, simply doing that,
then again,
people are gonna think, you can't handle it.
When
You can't handle the limelight.
there was someone said like, because apparently these press conferences they were a lot further away from the fight than the Joe Weller press conference.
Yeah, they were.
So I think that did help him a little bit.
Yeah, then again, did it? Imagine, mate, like you were saying about that, the press conferences being like quite far away from the fight. Imagine if it was a day before, and even the hype, it'd have fallen even more, it'd have crumbled even more.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, like, with it being so far away, I think that helped him get over it. Because if that was like a week or two before the fight, and then he's got to go fight 2 weeks later, I would be shitting it together.
Yeah.
That crowd.
He genuinely would have choked on stage if it had been like the day before. Because usually press conferences you do them the day before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on the big events. Anyway, next, face to face. What did we think of him?
I think Jake was very professional in the Jake
Who did you
versus
right?
Deji.
So we're gonna start off Jake Deji. Who did you think personally won that face to face?
I think Jake did win it.
I think Jake
Because the thing about Deji is, and he's been like, this as a YouTuber, he's just really childish, and
he is.
he's funny to a certain extent, but when it's something like this, like Jake, he's a dick. A lot of people hate him in the YouTube society, but at the same time, he was very professional. You can't knock him for that.
What I thought about Jake in it was he was smart. Like Deji was saying stuff.
He was answering the questions.
Yeah,
Deji does it. Like throughout the whole thing, Deji
and
never
like,
really.
Deji was saying
questions.
stuff like, "Oh, you're scared and all this," and Jake was just going, "Right, whatever."
But the
and
thing
he was
is,
getting into Deji's head a little bit, even though Deji's
trying to get into.
Deji's too much of a believer of himself, like, and he doesn't say the smart things. He doesn't just go with it. To be fair, though, he makes random stuff up that's just not to do with the point of what the.
To be fair, though,
was saying.
I was definitely convinced from what Deji said when Deji said that Jake doesn't believe he has the power or the speed or anything, and from what he's seen, he's massively improved. I did believe it, and we'll get back to that.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, but what I gained from that one was it was just Jake was very smart, and Deji was just lying to himself with the stuff that he was saying. It wasn't really relevant to what was going on.
I would agree.
It was just a bit over the top, like
you
know, like, and coming out with these words. I just find comedy.
It's like
I find Deji really
it's
cringy.
Like, I forgot who said it, but like
really cringy.
He must have used the word pussy more times than he
Thing is,
used.
Coming back to that, mate, I don't even care. You disagreed with me on this, but you know that time when Jake made a video and it was like
in the park,
he used pussy
park.
within the space of 5 minutes, and then he approached him in the park. I thought Jake had every right to do it personally. You can't call someone a pussy online and then that person who calls him a pussy.
The thing is, I know what you mean, but at the same time, I think that the fact that he didn't fight, because if he did, if we think about it hypothetically, if he had a fight, then nobody would really be interested in that.
Yeah,
fight.
I know what you mean.
But that video and all the hype that came with the Logan Paul versus KSI fight, I think that really, because Deji and Jake.
I think at the time though, was that all that pussy malarkey when they met in the park. I don't think their fight was confirmed. So it wouldn't have been that. It would have made
I think
sense.
Deji definitely wanted it to
It could have even built the fight up even more.
Exactly.
One of them, you know what I mean? Right, next, Logan and KSI's face off. Mate, KSI bullied him. He genuinely bullied him. He's
so smart.
He is.
But the thing is,
I've changed my opinion on him.
KSI has been in this. He's been in the limelight for since 2011.
I think, is it 2 more years than Logan?
He's been in there since 2011. Like Logan and Jake, they're quite new on the scene.
I think it was like 2 years after they were saying in the face to face, because I think KSI said I've been on it like longer than you.
Yeah.
And Logan was like, 2 years, mate, 2 years.
The thing is though, they came from Vine originally.
Yeah, they did.
Them couples.
Whilst KSI was grinding YouTube on it.
KSI in 2012, he was debatably the face of football YouTube.
What you've got to think
is
it's a lot harder to become famous in England than it is in America. There's a lot more opportunities over there.
Definitely.
Anyway, back to the face-off. Me personally, like watching it, like before it all happened, I'd have said Logan would have beat him just because he's an American and They've got these catchphrases, haven't they? They're quite clever, but KSI changed my opinion on him proper with that.
The thing about KSI, he was so smart.
Yeah,
he was so smart. Like, you thinking the way
the way he was saying, "Why are you not looking into my eyes?"
Exactly. He was saying that. He was also.
And Logan was finding it dead uncomfortable
when he tried to shake his hand, and Logan, seeing
that.
The
KSI gained
just
mental strength.
He just teased him throughout the whole face to face. And I think everybody could see that.
Yeah. Well, I personally, KSI killed him.
I agree.
It was different gravy. So what he did, he got into his head. He got into his head to a point where Logan was going red. Could you see it? He just felt like he just wanted to get out of there. I know he was saying, I feel really uncomfortable. Because obviously, if you go red in a situation...
he was like, I can see it.
Nothing worse than going red under pressure. Nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's horrible.
Anyway, next. Keep calm.
So, Jake Paul won and KSI won face to face. I'm going. Diss tracks, personally, don't even want to talk about them because they're all cringy.
I know, but
they're all cringy.
You've got to say something. And to be fair,
KSI's is a banger.
Deji and Jake Paul were just dumb. Then, like, I'm pretty sure they were irrelevant.
What he walked out to,
that was funny.
It was just cringe, mate.
It was cringe, but I respect him. That was funny. That.
What I'm gonna say about Jake Paul's diss track? Well, it wasn't really a diss track. Titled as a diss track, but it was realistically. It was for the fight.
Basically saying
the chorus of it, like the champion bit, was good.
That's his KSI stolen flag. He stole that from KSI. That's an old KSI thing.
What?
Like from when KSI first started his music career with the Keep Up EP. That's one of the flows.
Champion? What? Yeah. I'm a fucking champion. Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Like
I didn't know
that flow is
a little fanboy, you aren't you?
I am. I do my research. But anyway. When we talk about KSI versus Logan Paul, I think both of them were great, but I think KSI just destroyed him. He didn't just destroy Logan.
What, on the diss track?
He destroyed Jake. I just think from the press conference to the face-to-face diss track.
Through the build-up of it all.
I think mentally,
KSI
the whole way through.
But I think I think Jake Paul beat Deji for the build-up. Mentally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He got into his head and Deji was just coming out of these random stuff.
The thing is though, I think where
the
Jake Paul and Deji, I think it was about a 40-60. Like I think Jake Paul did win. Yeah. But I think he won by a bit, but he didn't.
Whilst KSI in the build up.
He just destroyed him. It was about 90%.
What did you think of KSI's tune?
Walk Out.
On point.
Yeah. I like the song in general is not the best.
I know
but the music video,
me personally, right? KSI shouldn't do music. I don't think. Like it was better than Deji's and Jake Paul's his song, but I don't think KSI should do music. I think he hasn't got the voice for it. It's a bit like because I'm so used to seeing him in all these daft videos.
Yeah.
I think looking at him on a song like that, it just cringes me out.
The thing is, when you talk about a song like that, like with a song like that, I can understand. With a lot of the diss tracks, I can understand. But when you look at Uncontrollable, which is just a song,
but
it's a really good song.
Who was in it with him?
Big Zoo.
Big Zoo made that song. Don't care what you say.
I agree, but at the same time, I do believe I can box that in the car.
Yeah, you can do, yeah. But I wouldn't do it in my side because you'd get fucking laughed at, mate. You get.
Anyway, Logan Paul's diss track. Did you see it?
I didn't.
I think.
Oh, you did. You did.
When he just took all of KSI's old things,
it was
and just used it against him. I've got to respect Logan for that.
It was talking though. It was just talking in it.
Yeah.
And I just find it really cringy. I just don't think diss track should be a thing. It ruins it. Especially, when all the sidemen were doing it.
Yeah.
That was obviously funny and it was only to get a bit of clout and views and that. But it's just horrendous. It's just not for them. You know what I mean? If you're not an artist, don't be doing it. Do another way of getting views. You know what I mean? If it's not gonna appeal to loads of people, like imagine your grandma watching that. My grandma watching that, mate. I wouldn't allow her. I wouldn't allow her to watch that.
It's cringy.
Not even that. My grandma would just
especially when you've got the likes of Mini Minter and Big Star.
My granddad, who was in the Navy all of his life, if he watched something like that, he'd take the living shite out of him. He'd rip into him. You know what I mean? Who are these geezers? But realistically, they're rich as fuck. Yeah, they're earning more than
I think it's just, the thing about it is it's all just trends. Like
it is.
There was a time where
that was the thing, wasn't it? Diss tracks. Yeah.
Everybody was doing
it. They're all they're asked about is trends, as we're doing the case. Trends.
Exactly.
I mean, ring walks. What I'm saying. Or weighing.
The weigh-in.
The weigh-in.
Jake Paul and Deji didn't even do a weigh-in at the same time.
I didn't get, why did KSI walk out a bit later?
Because he's champion.
No, but like,
Trying to
there was a
make
bit
a
of a wait, and it was good, because think about it, Logan Paul was stood there in his boxers for time, waiting for KSI looking like a helmet.
No, but think about this, Jake Paul and Deji didn't come out, like, Jake Paul came, got undressed, did his weigh-in, walked off.
Jake Paul said he
Deji
doesn't
came.
want to do a face-off because he apparently he felt like he was going to just hit him, which was, I look at it as Jake Paul was a bit nervous. But then again, you can look at it as true and he might actually hit him, because he did actually hit him, didn't he? Seen that thing in the gym?
No.
The little bust up, you not seen it?
Oh,
Before
no,
the fight happened, Jake Paul hit him. But it was like a girl's punch, and everyone was saying, oh, this is why sort of people were swaying towards Deji.
Yeah.
And especially, you know what I saw after the weight, you know, when they got weighed in? Because Deji spoke for a little bit after it, didn't he?
Yeah.
On the mic, did you see it? And what he said, that was good. That was one thing Deji did right in the build-up to it. Because I think Deji had a shit build-up, personally.
Well, when he said that Jake Paul is too scared to
yeah,
come and do
pussy,
the
but
face.
the way he handled it was good.
Yeah.
And the crowd, and then I've seen a few like little vlogs, you know, of big YouTubers saying, oh, this could sway people towards Deji. And I think if he wouldn't have been as calm as he was with that, I think the bookies, you know what I mean, Jake Paul would have just been 100 to fucking 1 for Deji to try and win, you know what I mean? No, but that swayed it a bit.
But Logan Paul, he comes out, he's got everyone
Like
there.
a nugget. Yeah, but he's a nugget. You know, Logan Paul is like...
He looked, the thing is, he didn't even really...
he shouldn't be.
He looked so in
He
proportion.
should be a surfer.
You know what I mean? He looked so...
Why did I say surfer? It's surfer.
Do you know what I mean though? Like, he looked like his body wasn't proportioned right.
Yeah, but...
Like, he was dead skinny down there.
Logan, yeah, but he's a big geezer.
He's a big
He's
guy.
a guy. He's a unit.
But then when KSI comes out, he stands on there and you can just tell he is pure muscle.
I think
from the transformation he made from before the Joe Weller fight to
KSI's sort of got the attitude where he's not bothered about fighting, doesn't care. His style is just reckless.
The
isn't
cheek he had, he had the same cheek coming out wearing a mask of
Yeah,
Logan
I
Paul's
know.
girlfriend.
What did they walk out? What did they walk out to on the weigh-in? Was it their song again?
I don't think they worked out to anything.
No, they didn't actually, did they? Because
No,
usually
I think
they
it was
do.
silent.
You know, like when it's a big fight like
Yeah.
Joshua or McGregor, they walk out to a big tune, don't they? But they didn't. I thought that was a bit weird. I thought that had a high.
I think it was quite. I think it was like very. There was only YouTubers and a couple.
The weigh-in wasn't as big, just because there wasn't proper boxing fans in the audience. It was
Yeah.
more YouTubers, so it wasn't. You know what I mean? It wasn't hyped up as much. Whilst when it's Anthony Joshua, it's just pure.
You've
you
got
know what I mean?
pure
It's just
confidence.
it's
going
strictly,
mental,
it's
whatever,
strictly.
and
But yeah,
everything.
boxing fans and all, you know, like reporters that are there all
Yeah.
up for it. You know what I mean? Proper wanting to see it. So that's why I think it wasn't as big as what people anticipated.
I think, again, KSI, like, he won the weigh-in. He was a little bit under, wasn't he? He was like a pound under or something.
Now Logan Paul was lighter than everyone anticipated. I think. No,
Yeah, but
definitely. Because
KSI,
it was only like
yeah,
2 kilograms between them.
yeah,
and that was
everyone,
mad.
And everyone was thinking, oh,
Everyone's
he would have a
thinking,
big
you know,
weight.
everyone thought Logan was going to be 90 kg, and I think he was 86 in case I was 84.
Yeah,
It was only 2. So
84.9,
like,
I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah. Anyway, ring walks now. Can't be asked for the weigh-in. It was boring, realistically. Ring walks, what we saying?
I loved Deji's.
I didn't.
I loved it.
I don't like
I found
Deji
it
though.
so
Personally,
funny.
I just don't like Deji. He might be a nice guy in person, but what he comes across on YouTube is just a
The
nugget.
thing is,
Over exaggerates it.
Jake Paul, he walked out and he got his 2 little Team 10 singers that are about 13.
Are they from that Team 10?
Yeah.
Are they?
And they're coming, singing with
When
him.
I was watching it at home, we thought, I didn't know if you know, originally I thought it was 2 Chainz, because I don't know who 2 Chainz are,
Yeah.
and I don't even know where it come
2
about.
Chainz is one person.
Yeah, I know it is, but I thought it was 2 Chainz because I just don't know who they are, and I just see him on songs sometimes featured. Never seen him in person. I thought, is that 2 Chainz? Just because it's like, you know what I mean, American rappers with big long dreadlocks. So it's 2 Chainz that, and then I thought, hang on, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I thought it was a girl as well.
It was.
Hey?
I'm pretty sure the girl.
Nah, because I looked at it. There's a 13-year-old that's a lad called Quain or something.
Yeah, that was
Quain
one
and
of the thing.
Tit.
Yeah, that's
Is
the
it Quain and Tit?
No, Quain and Jet.
Alright, Quain and Tit.
Anyway, yeah, that's them.
Yeah, and what's the other one then? So is it a girl and a boy?
That is
Is
them.
it a girl and a boy?
I don't know. I really don't know.
They look like mixed breed.
I thought they were twins.
They don't look like one gender, because you look at them at one angle and it's like, that's a Richard, that's a girl, And then you look at it another angle. That's a lad. That's a.
I just
fucking
think it was embarrassing. I mean,
nah, I thought Jake Paul was alright. He handled it and he looked.
yeah, but his walkout, because like he's not even. He was
I
amazing.
mean, he's not a boxer, so he shouldn't. Mate, why they're wearing their mask was a joke.
Oh, what?
But that's like
But then
Deontay
again,
Wilder. I
it's
find
like,
Deontay Wilder
he owned
cringy.
it. But anyway, back to Deji. When he walked out, that song, it was everybody cringed, but I
When
just
it
found
Gucci
it
Gang.
fucking funny. It was his own version.
Yeah, I know, but that's cringe.
Tank Gang, it was absolutely funny as fuck.
Fuck, you know
It's
what?
funny as fuck in my opinion.
My opinion, it's just Deji is Deji. The whole.
The thing is,
the
Deji
whole
is a
aura.
cringy YouTuber.
Yeah, no, the whole aura of him is cringy. But like,
and I love how he embraces it though.
yeah, I know, but he just over exaggerates, and I don't like him. I just don't like the guy. And his ring walk, he walks out as if he was Mike Tyson. And I'm looking at him, he didn't look in shape, my opinion.
Apparently though, he was a lot fitter and he looked very, very...
Different to what he started off.
He was like ripped as well. But he found out Jake Paul was a lot heavier, so he had to get his weight up.
Oh,
and that's why he looked so...
Yeah, alright, was there a lot of difference then?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I noticed actually? You know the tail of the tape when it was coming up showing like he's 6'2", he weighs this.
Yeah.
They said Deji's 5'10".
I think they got a couple of the stats
Yeah,
wrong.
they fluffed it.
Because
big
Joe
time.
Weller said that he's only 5'9".
Yeah, and he's taller than Comedy
Yeah.
Shorts Gamer, so Comedy Shorts Gamer was about 5'7".
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
similar
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me,
yeah.
you know what I mean? He's nowhere near.
But anyway,
what
I
they were
think
saying.
the ring, they were both cringy really, realistically.
Every single one was cringy because the YouTubers, it's not gonna be, you know what I mean? It's
Some of
their
them were
own-
quite alright.
The fact that it's their own songs is just what gets me. Anyway, I can't bother with them.
Logan
They are
Paul
what
and
they are.
KSI.
Main fights, Megan, main fights, what we're saying.
Logan Paul, he walks out to his diss track.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Walked out to his diss
You know what, I
track,
think I was shouting my dad because my dad obviously got dead giddy. I don't think I saw Logan's like ring walk.
Yeah, he walked out, he was wearing another stupid mask, gets in, it's just kind of, it wasn't really too much to it.
I just hate Logan, mate. I can't stand
Then
it.
KSI,
The way that, to be fair, right, we'll talk about main fights now.
yeah,
Deji and what's his name?
Jake Paul.
Fucking I couldn't think of his
Cringy.
name. Cringy Paul. Yeah, Deji and Jake Paul. What do you think of the fight, personally?
hold on, because you've got to talk about KSI's walkout. He looked like a tank. That Union Jack, his shorts with the gloves. I think he looked sick. The mask.
The ring walks. I don't even want to comprehend with them.
Anyway, go on then. The
They're
fight.
boring.
The fight.
No, I know what you mean. But back onto it, them masks, mate.
Them
They're
masks.
like, they're horrendous. What are you
They
doing
are
that
horrendous.
for? You know them masks, mate.
The
it's
thing
like
is,
fucking Mad Max.
it's too American.
It's like Mad Max
because
Fury Road.
they're trying to copy Deontay Wilder wearing
Yeah,
a
they
mask. You don't see Anthony Joshua wearing a mask.
What that
You
looks
don't
like.
see Tyson Fury wearing
Yeah,
a
no,
mask.
because they're not
real
cringy.
heavyweight
I know they
champions.
are. Wilder, mate, Wilder, going off topic here.
You're looking like Mario
Can we
Kart.
talk about Fury Wilder, mate? Fury's going to pummel him.
That's for the future.
Do you know what Fury...
Joe,
no,
that's
not
for the
ours.
future.
You know what Fury said? This should come to all American boxers. Fury said, Wilder was like, I'm going to knock you the fuck out. You know, and all that. And
Yeah.
Fury was like, you can't knock out what you can't hit, bum. Just on stage in front of everyone.
Fury's
And I was
something
in
else, though.
fucking tears,
Fury's
mate. Yeah, he is
something
something
else.
else. Anyway, back onto it. Like the ring walks. Why are you walking out with big masks?
I don't
You know
know.
what I mean? What's the point in it? What do you get out of it? Less fucking oxygen.
That's what I was
Mate,
thinking.
they must
They're going to be fucking able
I was
to
looking
breathe.
at it must be fucking struggling. Hang on a minute, I can fucking breathe. Inside joke, you don't get it. Fucking
Inside
hell.
joke.
If you want, in fact, if you want to get the joke, just search on YouTube. But Scouse Buzz Lightyear, and you'll be in, no Scouse Toy Story,
Yeah,
and you'll be in tears. You'll be in fucking tears. Anyway, the main fights can't be asked for the ring walks. They're boring.
Right, Deji versus Jake. Hats
Mate.
off to Deji.
Yeah. I
Full
hate,
respect.
I don't like Deji, like I said, I find
Yeah,
him
you
really,
don't.
really cringeworthy, but cringeworthy, did I just say?
Cringeworthy.
Cringeworthy. But him, as a person, like, he's just tragic, innit? But as a boxer, mate, he's not bad.
He
not bad.
definitely gained my respect.
Looking
Busted Jake Paul's face in the first round.
looking at the tail of tape, like, them two was just a complete mismatch, and looking at them face off, I just thought, oh, it's going to be a one-rounder, like what Jake said.
Yeah.
But he took it by storm,
Took
mate.
Jake.
He did.
And there was parts where I was on the edge of my seat thinking, He's gonna
Like
win.
when we were watching
He's gonna
fucking
win.
Skyscraper.
Yeah.
With The Rock Johnson in it. No, I was like that. Mate, I ain't Deji, but we were all like that. Man, fucking go on!
Go on,
I mean,
Deji.
When
Do
Deji
play
really
him
had him,
proud.
just because he's English.
And
innit?
do you know what the
It'd
thing
be
is?
great because Jake Paul was so cocky. That's the thing about Jake Paul.
He is a cocky fuck.
He overestimated Deji, and he overestimated the whole experience of boxing.
Do you know what
It's a
done my
hard
head in
sport.
about that fight?
I just clocked you're getting facial hair, my friend.
Right,
Fucking, I
shut
got
up.
a proper goatee going on there. fuck me.
Listen, this is what done my head in. I think Deji, he probably could have gone the distance, and I rate he probably would have won on points. But his team threw in the towel.
No, I don't think he'd have won on points because Jake was out punching him. He just threw a lot more punches than
But
Deji.
he got more bigger blows, didn't he?
Yeah, but it's not about big blows. It's about how many land.
But he was
If
very
Jake-
good at ducking. There was
He was.
times where I think if he can get that duck
Deji,
right,
if Deji can
if he
find
could get
a
that duck
different
right and
opponent,
got a
Deji can find a different opponent where they're lighter, more suited to him.
Do you
He'll
know
kill
what?
him
In
because
my
he is-
opinion-
to be fair to him, he was a bit of a tank. Like he lived up to his nickname. You know what I mean? Tank. Like, because he did tank.
in my opinion, I think that if he stayed with that Vidal who trained KSI,
Could be.
and I think he would have easily knocked Jake Paul off his feet
Maybe.
because he looks good and everybody who that Vidal trained won.
Yeah. But I think you got to give it to Jake. Then he did beat him.
He did.
Fair and square, realistically. But not gonna lie, you know when Jake got a nosebleed dead early on, I thought, oh,
If he attacks that
in a
nose,
spot of bother here.
if he attacks
I got a
that
bit of Jake.
nose-
You'd a bit of a spot of a bother here,
Yeah.
aren't you, mate? And I thought the whole world of his was just gonna come crashing down.
I know my.
Because
world.
usually
The minute I felt, if I was him, the minute I felt my nose
Nosebleed,
bleed,
yeah.
I'd be
It
like,
puts you off.
shit.
To be fair, Jake did well, like realistically, because he had a nosebleed for most of the fight.
Yeah.
And to get through it, you know what I mean? Considering he's never done a boxing match before, he did
pretty
very
well.
well. Because when you have a nosebleed, like it gets in your mouth.
It's
And you're losing
uncontrollable.
blood, and and you start going lightheaded. You know,
Yeah.
like, think about it. It would
'Cause
have
that's
been
what-
pouring because every
That's
shot,
what the
every
Joe
shot.
Weller and True Geordie and that was saying, isn't it? They were saying with that blood going in his mouth,
Yeah,
he's going to be
yeah.
struggling.
Yeah, he is because it goes in your mouth, and think about it. Blood is thick, so he's you know what I mean. He's swallowing blood, which is quite thick, and he's losing concentration. You know what I mean? He's getting gassed at the same time, going lightheaded because he's losing blood. It happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You lose blood, you go lightheaded. Just for the thought of the fact that you're losing blood, you go shit. You know what I mean? So he did well to get through the fight, really. Anyway, Logan and KSI had a big one. The biggie, what we saying?
Biggest.
It was the fight of the night by far. Started off, mate. I thought this is going to be a whitewash.
So shocked at KSI.
I was. Logan.
Hats off to Logan. That his technique and style was great. His plan worked. If he had the stamina, he would have took that.
You know
fight
when they got into the ring, like at the start, I looked at Logan. Well, we all did at my house, and we thought, mate, he's a big fella. I mean, he's just got it, and he is an athlete.
He is.
He's a natural athlete,
But as Joe Weller
but he's
said,
not a natural boxer.
you cannot bump KSI. You cannot call him not an athlete. You cannot say he's not an athlete anymore.
Well, you can.
He
he's
proved
not-
it. He proved.
No, he's not an athlete. He's just a hard worker. Puts his mind to stuff, I think. Logan's a natural athlete, you know what I mean? He's done stuff
Yeah.
all his life, you know what I mean? And the first 2 rounds, mate, I thought
They
it was
went
going
off to Logan. They
I thought,
definitely went to Logan.
yeah, I thought it was going to be a complete whitewash. I thought it was going to be over early.
What about I think it was at the end of the second round when KSI did a little jab. You know when the bring went. And
Oh yeah,
KSI
after the
jabbed
bell,
Logan
yeah, after the bell,
in
yeah.
the head.
Do you know what I thought was dead cringy when that happened? When Jake ran in the ring.
Yeah, that. At first, you
And
know
I
who I
thought,
thought it
what
was?
are you doing?
Do you know who I thought it was at first?
His
I
dad.
genuinely
Yeah, I thought it was his dad. I did.
I was like,
fully.
his dad has not
Yeah,
just
I know
got
his
in the
dad's
ring.
not just walked in the ring. The absolute fat bloke. I don't like his dad.
No.
Hate him. Can't
No.
stand him. Anyway, middle rounds, it was looking. It was KSI was
Third
getting
round.
back into it.
Third round, KSI, he had the stamina.
Personally, the way it started off, I just thought, mate, this is going to be a blowout. Logan's going to kill him early. But then KSI got back into it.
He
and
started attacking.
KSI showed it, didn't he, towards the end?
he did.
I think that's the thing with KSI in boxing. He starts off slow,
But he ends with a bang.
but he ends very, very good, doesn't he? You know what I mean? And if there'd have been one more round, KSI would have knocked him out for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Like absolutely would have. Because Logan gassed. Because what people were saying, like the commentators, which is very true, when you've got the muscles like that, your muscles have got to supply oxygen. So his muscles have been mad fatigued, you know what I mean? After 2 rounds of just throwing big, because all of his punches, Logan, were heavy.
Yeah.
He's a heavy guy, so he'd have been drained, you know what I mean?
Do you know what I
His arms
noticed
would have
about
been
KSI
done.
as well? He wasn't blocking. He doesn't block, like, he did it in the Joel fight, he did it in this fight. He wasn't a massive blocker. He started to show it a little bit, but he just let blows hit him in the head.
I think KSI...
And I don't know if that's saying I can take the hits,
Yeah.
or if it's saying that his defence is really weak.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think KSI, if he carries on training with this Vidal, then he could maybe become something, but I think Logan was too big of a guy for him. Logan, like, you're looking at Logan, and he's sort of like a cruiserweight boxer, and you're looking at KSI, and he's just that weight below, you know what I mean? Like, super middleweight KSI, and Logan's cruiserweight, or like light heavyweight. So I just think the one weight, like, a little bit different, and I don't think they should have been fighting each other. But KSI, mate, did class to get through it. Do you know where I'm coming from? They look a bit different, don't they?
They were different.
Like, the main structure of body, physique, they're not like, they shouldn't be in a ring together. KSI should be one below him for sure, and I think KSI did class to get through it.
Yeah.
And mate, if there was 30 more seconds in that last round, or one more round...
Let's talk about that
KSI
sixth
had beaten
round.
him.
That sixth
round,
round.
the last round, it was mad. KSI pummeled him.
I genuinely think that Logan used his wrestling.
Yeah, he did.
If he did it, the fact that he was leaning on
it was annoying me.
It was
annoying me. You know, like what Mayweather was doing to McGregor?
Yeah.
That's what it was like. And it was winding me up. Because that fight, I got into it like mad.
I got into it.
Like proper. I didn't get into the KSI Joel one as much because we're both British, but because it was like a bit of a rivalry, I got into it. And when Logan was leaning on him, I was like, oh, you know what I mean? I was getting vexed with it.
To be fair, I would not have faulted KSI for doing dirty boxing. The amount of times
Logan was doing dirty boxing. He wasn't doing dirty boxing. He was just being a bit of a wet, being a bit of a wet flannel towards him. Money, you know what I mean? He was like cheating.
To be fair, that. In my opinion, I think if KSI didn't hit him in the face when the ring went, then that would have been a completely different story.
Yeah.
I think
Logan,
four rounds went to KSI. I think everyone can say that. Fifth, fourth, fifth, sixth, and I think.
No, you know why I think it was a draw, because I think the first 2 went to Logan, the last 2
went to KSI.
Yeah, and then the middle 2 were sort of dead even.
Yeah.
So I think it was like 2-2 and then 2 even rounds, you know what I mean, where it's fair enough. I think at the end of the fight, people are complaining like, oh, someone should have won it, you know what I mean, they've ruined it. Well, I don't think they have. I think...
It gives us more content for the next fight.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was a fair draw, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These YouTubers going on, because I'm a proper boxing fan myself.
I know you are.
And I know boxing, you know what I mean? And it was a very fair draw, because it'd have been harsh to give it someone else, because Logan bullied him at the start, mate. It was like a kid, you know what I mean? KSI was a kid at the start, and then it changed.
Who was
and the middle was very even.
Who was the judge that gave
big blows?
One of the
judges, gave KSI.
I
don't know the judge. Didn't say the judges' names, did it? Like,
no.
Well, I didn't stream into the very start, so I wouldn't have had a clue.
Because I'm just trying to think if that was because the
majority though it goes, because it was like 2 out of 3, so it's like you're playing fucking rock paper scissors. You know,
I'm pretty sure though, because one of the judges was the referee, wasn't it? So I do believe that.
Judges was the referee? Was that how it worked?
I'm pretty sure in that fight.
I
think they had 2 on the side, and the one.
KSI's got to take something out of that. Like for the next fight, for the build up. KSI, technically in his head, he believes that he's won because one judge gave it him. He'd have gone out that night and said, yeah, I won realistically because I got, you know what I mean?
Overall, he's the champion realistically.
Yeah, he's the champ. He is.
All I would say for KSI to do and take away from that fight is Vidal does say that he likes to train his boxers, so they're not based off anyone. But if you look at that fight, you can quite clearly tell.
What would you say? What would you say now? What would you say? Like they need to improve on for the next fight. I think Logan really needs to improve on his fitness. Because
stamina. He needs that stamina.
But the thing is, I don't know if he can do. I think what's Logan's problem is his muscles are quite big and you get fatigued. You know what I mean? It's like Joshua. The later fights, like he was, like for Klitschko, was gassing out a bit, you know what I mean, in between like the rounds. So I think, but definitely, if he can work on his stamina, That's all I'd say, if he can, because he seemed to put a lot of work in before it, so I don't
To
know
be
if he
fair
can
though,
even, like...
You can work in your stamina, can't you?
Yeah,
Because
you always can. Look at Mo Farah, fucking hell, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, Logan, preferably, he needs to lose a little bit of weight.
Logan's technique and style and plan, I think, is 100% on the dot. Like, he had the plan of, if he comes in close, grab him.
Yeah.
When he's far away, keep him far away. I think that's a pretty solid plan.
Logan just needs to work on his stamina, and I think KSI needs to work on his defence.
I think KSI
and his ground, like his stance a bit.
I think KSI needs to almost, for an opponent like Logan, I think he needs to kind of mimic.
If I'm comparing Logan to a fighter, sort of like Klitschko, whilst KSI is a bit like Dillian White, where Dillian White...
He just kind of froze.
Yeah, he's a bit rash and he's not really got a great defence and he's a bit clumsy. Do you know what I mean?
I think KSI definitely needs to try and do like a sort of Mike Tyson, because he's not got the height, he hasn't got the reach, so I think he definitely needs to find a way to get inside, get them punches.
Anyway,
take him out.
Rounded up. It was a great fight, wasn't it? There's no denying it was a class fight.
It was.
People debate saying should have gone one way, but they've done it for the money. You know what I mean? It makes for the money. Anyway, make sure you subscribe,
like,
or dislike. It's up to you.
No.
Don't leave a comment. Nah, I'm joking. Leave a comment if you want, and we'll see.
Nah, Westy.